Holy shit. How quickly things can change. Mark Zuckerberg, Dana White, and Brad Garlinghouse changing the game in America. In today's video, we're going to break down how Brad Garlinghouse was meeting with Trump last week. I mean, come on, guys. This is getting wild. We got Mark Zuckerberg, Dana White getting on the board for Meta, and then Meta coming out and doing a big announcement around free speech. It's an interesting time right now, and it's the greatest time in human history. And what I highly recommend is working as hard as you can to put blinders on. Get focused, get out of the media, get out of the news, become a warrior in a garden versus a gardener in a war. There's going to be so many distractions until January 20th, 2020, and there'll be more. There'll be plenty more. But if you could really listen to what I'm saying right now, this is the greatest time in humanity to get your shit together. Spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. This portal has opened up for the next 6 years, where after 2030, you're either going to own it or you're going to be consumed by it. AI technology is coming in. Jobs are going to be replaced. The middle class is going to be completely reformed. There's going to be the working class, working poor, and there's going to be the very wealthy. Remember, the middle class is a newer thing. There used to always be very wealthy and then the working class. The average American needs to make $150,000 a year. So very important to get out of this distractionary thing. Your emotions are like this. We got to come to the middle ground. And we got to understand that a tide goes in, the tide goes out. The sun goes up, the sun goes down. And there's an opportunity right now because we're still extremely in the speculative phase. If you plan correctly, you put on a long-term horizon, you could radically transform your family's financial future. All right, so let's dive in. I mean, they're making what we do so unbelievably easy. UFC Dana White joins Meta board weeks before Trump takes office. We're just a couple weeks out, family. Okay. That was like interesting. So we know that Mark Zuckerberg has had some big changes. Let me shut this down. Sorry, I don't want my phone dinging while we're doing this here. There we go. My apologies. So we know that Mark Zuckerberg got into jiu-jitsu. He started really change. He started showing up at all the UFC fights. And then next thing you know, Dana White, which I think is a very good choice around diversification. He is a amazing businessman, amazing businessman. So we're going to watch this right here. This was posted by Disclosed TV. It says, now Zuckerberg, we are going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X. I mean, this stuff is changing quickly. Here we go.
We're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US.
Godly. I mean, whew, I don't know if you can feel me smiling inside, but gosh, man, let me just get this adjusted here. There we go. Cool. There we go. All right. So let's go next thing. Okay. So now let's get into the cryptos. Okay. So Senator Cynthia Lummis, I enjoyed meeting Paul Atkins, the SEC chair nominee. We discussed digital asset legislation and reforming the rulemaking process. Thanks for stopping by. And I look forward to putting the SEC on an Atkins diet. Man, the trolling is crazy, man. The trolling is crazy. That's absolutely amazing. So we got Cynthia Lummis. She is the one who created the Bitcoin treasury bill. And it's going to happen, guys. I would just be absolutely shocked that if it didn't happen, because it is a solve for the American debt crisis. So Cynthia Lummis shaking hands with Paul Atkins. They're going to get on the Atkins diet. They're going to make us lean and mean and very wealthy. Brad Garlinghouse, great dinner last night. This was posted January 7th. Great dinner last night with Donald Trump and Stuart Aldrey, starting strong in 2025. There he is, the legendary CEO, Brad Garlinghouse. And you can't stop the news coming out for Ripple. Ripple teams up with Chainlink to improve RLUSD stablecoin using real-time price data for secured DeFi transactions on Ethereum and XRP Ledger. I told you guys it is going to be the infrastructure of your financial system. This is Monica Long, just in RSDUL stablecoin to list on more exchanges imminently, says Ripple President Monica Long, who also expects an XRP spot ETF approval very soon. Buckle up, guys. Get your moon boots on, baby. This is so much fun. I hope you're having fun, man. Chainlink, the Chainlink effect for stable coins. Ripple and Chainlink RLUSD has adopted the Chainlink standard for verified data, fueled DeFi adoption, and real-time secure pricing data. Here's Monica Long. Let's listen to her talk about what she thinks is going to happen here in the future.
Right now, this is available on Bitso, MoonPay, CoinMina, additional listings coming on Bullish, Mercado Bitcoin, and others. What about a huge platform like Coinbase and others, for example? When does that happen?
We are continuing to expand distribution and availability of Ripple dollars on other exchanges. So I think you can expect to see more availability, more announcements coming soon.
How soon?
Imminently.
Well, we'll look out for that. What about in terms of adoption?
It's like, look at that smile. She's like, I can almost feel, can you almost feel what they are feeling, what Brad is feeling, what Monica Long is feeling? Think about what they went through. Okay. Imagine being a CEO of a company and battling the SEC, your own government, like you were an American company. Okay. You're an American company and you're providing employment. You're working to build a greater ecosystem for America and worldwide. And then your own government comes after you for 4 years and it's still not settled yet. And now we got Brad Garlinghouse, Stuart Aldrey hanging out with Trump. More has happened in the last 7 weeks than happened in the last 4 years specifically. And Monica Long, look at that smile. Just soak that in for a second. She's like, imminently, get ready.
Option. How big do you expect this to get in the next year realistically? I mean, do you have a baseline kind of projection on how big it could get based on the adoption you're talking about with clients? Do you think large institutions are using this? Who's using it?
So, I mean, if we look at the crypto landscape overall, I mean, it has certainly been, the market's been growing in the past couple quarters. And, we think that this year is going to be a big year for crypto overall. And so demand for stable coins, we think will grow along with that. As you mentioned, I mean, it's really the way to on-ramp and off-ramp. It's also used as a key asset in trading. So we think that the market's going to grow tremendously over the course of the next year. Our demand from within our client base, our business doubled within payments last year. And so we see a really strong growth trajectory for.
So their business doubled with payments last year, even with an SEC case. And Brad Garlinghouse said, I think he said the Trump effect. In the first 6 weeks of Trump, they've done more business than they did in the last 6 months.
For our payment solution. And with that, Ripple US dollar will have a premium role.
Monica, what about other asset types? You've seen a lot of interest when it comes to ETFs tied to cryptocurrencies. A lot of questions around whether you could see an ETF tied to spot XRP. What kind of discussions are you having with people about this? Do you think we'll see one soon?
I think we will see one very soon.
Again, the smile. It's like, it's imminent. We will see one soon. It's like she can't handle it. She's like, oh my God, I know so much. I just want to tell you. I just want to tell you guys to buckle up, get your moon boots on.
I think that we will see more, various crypto spot ETFs this year coming out of the US. And I think XRP is likely to be next in line after Bitcoin and ETH. There's already been a number of different companies like Canary and others who have filed. And so we think, especially with the administration change and that the approvals of those filings will accelerate. Okay.
So let's break down what she said. She said, with the new administration, we got Brad and Stuart just kicking it with Donald Trump. We got Monica Lana literally can't even hold herself. She's like, it's imminent. With the new administration, we got Bitcoin, ETH, XRP's next. You're going to have an XRP ETF. This, again, I will continue to say this. And I say this because this is where my money's at. And this is what I'm investing in. And I share with you guys exactly what I'm doing. Okay. Bitcoin and XRP will be number 1 and number 2 within the next 6 years. XRP is going to be something that is going to radically transform the financial system. I believe that in my soul. Ripple, the company, 2 separate things. Ripple, the company, you know, I'm a pre-IPO Ripple. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Pre-IPO Ripple, that's the company. And then we got XRP, the token, a bridge currency. They got their stable coin. This company is so well run. Think about this. They beat the SEC. They're the only ones with true regulatory clarity. I mean, we know Bitcoin's on the CFTC website as a commodity. We know that Jerome Powell said it's not a competition for the dollar, it's a competition for gold. You know, the Treasury, I showed you guys that. They put it in there. Hey, they're all saying it's gold now. It's gold now, okay? We're very clear that Bitcoin is gold. That's why I'm not selling it. I'm holding it. It's a bank account for me, and I'll explain that again. But she can't even hold herself. Brad's hanging out with Trump. Stuart Aldrey, the chief legal officer, hanging out with Trump. What conversations? Comment down below. What do you think they're talking about? You think they're talking about their Christmas break and, you know, New Year's Eve festivities? Or, hey, it's time. You got Dana White jumping on the board for Meta, free speech, copying X, which it's been wonderful on X. It's changed the game for our ecosystem. It is happening. The age of Aquarius, the area of authenticity is here. Ripple is creating a ripple effect. XRP will change currency. So I'm using Bitcoin as my gold. I'm not touching it. I accumulate every day, and when it dips, I buy more. I'm not saying you have to. That's what I'm doing. We started it. It's done. We built a Bitcoin treasury for our company. We're going to be storing profits, a portion of our profits, in a Bitcoin treasury for our company. And we're going to continue with our companies building the Bitcoin treasuries. So we're going to store in a deflationary asset. And what happens is when I hold this Bitcoin, I now have something that's going to appreciate based on Michael Saylor's calculations, 50% every single year. So I'm taking my earned income and I'm stuffing it into something that's deflationary. That's at my own risk, right? But remember, the top 5 holders in Bitcoin, Satoshi, we don't know who it is, BlackRock, largest asset manager in the world, MicroStrategies, okay? We got BlackRock as the top 3 holders in MicroStrategies. We got Grayscale and we got America are the top 5 holders in Bitcoin. And we don't know who Satoshi is. Little sus, right? As my son would say, little sus. So I'm holding Bitcoin 100%. I'm exiting 50% of my alternative coins. Okay, 50% I'm holding, and then I'm going to exit. I put money into I stuff my cash value life insurance, secure, protect, compound. Now I have another bank account. I have a Bitcoin bank and I have a insurance bank over here. My family's protected. My money is guaranteed and it works with my Rockefeller waterfall system. And I can borrow against this bank and my family will have its own bank as we continue to grow our wealth. Silver, precious metals. I'm using Bitcoin as my gold. I'm getting into more real estate. We have cash generating assets with businesses. And I built out an ETF strategy using the volatility of the markets with ETFs within the cryptocurrency, getting dividends. With the dividends, I'm de-risking back into Bitcoin and XRP. That's what I'm doing. And I was very disciplined with this from 2020 to 2024. And now we're experiencing the wealth. Bull run number 1, you're learning. Okay. I learned, I got bumps and bruises. I lost a shitload of money in the first 6 months in cryptocurrency in 2020. Then I realized this is unnatural how much money you can make. So I was like, well, I need to secure my family. So I secured my family outside of cryptocurrency. When I started earning income, I didn't buy Lambos and houses and all the shit. I actually took the money and transmuted it, richest man in Babylon, back into the markets. And I bought like crazy during the bear market, as much as I could accumulate. Now we're going into 2024 and that accumulation is now gaining value. I'm getting some of the value off the table. I'm making sure my family is locked and loaded and secure. Okay. And my focus is God, family, protect my ecosystem at all costs, blinders on, mind my own business because I got too much stuff to do with my own businesses. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Want to give some warnings out there. I'm going to continue to do this. I know it jacks up my videos, but I do not have a meme coin. There's people using my likeness and image, Abs from Good Morning Crypto. We do not have a meme coin. We do not support any companies using our names or likeness and image. We've never been paid by a crypto company. We've never been paid to promote a crypto. We everything we talk about, we own or we do ourselves. Okay. I'm not part of any crypto, any meme coin. I do not promote. I'm not paid by Ripple, paid by Bitcoin, any of that stuff, paid by Bitcoin. Satoshi, me and Satoshi are friends. I'm just kidding. Scottie Pippen. Got you, brother. I wonder if Scottie Pippen really did meet Satoshi. Is that interesting? I've been thinking about that a lot. And anyways, my point behind that, and also I don't invest people's crypto. I don't have a trading platform. I will never, ever DM you. That is not me you're talking to. Not on WhatsApp, not on Telegram, not on Instagram. We do not invest people's crypto. What I do have for you, though, is in the description of this video and my social media platform. Click the link. I created resources for you. Okay. First, there's free education on this channel here, telling you exactly what I do. If you need additional support, I get hundreds of messages on cash value life insurance. Okay. What I do may not work for you. I have team members in all 50 states. We staffed up to all 50 states and Canada. They will do a needs assessment for you. Okay. They'll do a retirement strategy and look at your needs and what you need for your family. Okay. So if you're interested in understanding how to insure your family, insure your money, how I bank on myself, you can sit down with our team to find out what your needs are. You'll never send the money directly ever. We don't get paid by the client. Number two is you'll see the 120-day challenge, Coach JV Academy, the 3T Warrior Academy. That is education, Q&A calls, live calls, market calls in my revolutionary 120-day challenge. I've helped 10,000 people worldwide get their shit together. Join the movement. Our battle is not against anybody. It's against their own consciousness. So get in the tribe, get in the vibe, and I'll see you on the inside. Warriors, rah! Let's get your shit together. Let's go.